This is Shauna's Avenue with the latest news. Flanker St. James residents upset over fatal shooting of man by security forces. Angry residents flooded the streets of Flanker St. James this afternoon to speak out against the fatal shooting of a man by the security forces. The deceased man has been identified as Peter Johnson. It is reported that he was standing with a group of party supporters along Kodak Drive in Flanker prior to the fatal incident. An alleged eyewitness told the news that Johnson was shot after he ran from the security forces. According to her, the now deceased man surrendered to the security forces, raising his hands. The little boy run in the yard, they saw, and hold up him two-hand them, and the police shot him. All when him drop a ground, the soldier them go over him and empty it in a him, she alleged. Them are wicked, she bemoaned. She stated that the incident came at a time when there is unity among supporters of the two main political parties. This no look good. Everybody did I live good before this. I all did have on my PNP friend hat pa my head, she said. A wickedness this. On a day like today, it better them did run down the little youth and carry him go to jail, the resident added. The fatal incident caused a halt in voting at polling stations inside of the Flanker Primary and Infant School. I just left from work to come vote and buck up in this. Them evil man. I don't know about the situation, but this happens every election. A man died right here during the next election, another resident complained bitterly. Residents were heard shouting that they would no longer be voting, as this incident has left a bitter taste in their mouths. Blind elderly loves Golding's government. Despite the fact that he grew up with the Jamaica Labour Party supporters, Leroy Rose, a 72-year-old blind man, says that he prefers the People National Party. Me just like the PNP party. Labour yard me grow up, but Labour government enough for poor people. A rich people government that. Me like Golding government, the Lourdes Vale, St. Catherine resident said. Rose was a farmer before he lost his vision about 3 years ago and hasn't been able to maintain the farm without his sight, so his family has been taking care of him. Despite his age, Rose has only voted in 2 local government elections, and his love for Golding's government is what made him vote today. Showing confidence in the People's National Party's Carl Grant's candidacy, Rose said, "Me feel like him support good, and him me want to win." The JLP is being represented by Joel Williams. Major drug seizure in St. Thomas, 2 men in custody. SLUs assigned to the Narcotics Division commenced investigations following the seizure of a large quantity of ganja and several parcels containing cocaine at Windy Way, Blue Maho in St. Thomas on Saturday. Reports are that lawmen were conducting operations in the area when a shed was searched. The ganja, weighing 1,229 kilograms, valued at $12,290,000, and 31.4 kilograms of cocaine, valued at $94,200 were found inside. 2 men were taken into custody. Investigations are ongoing. Driver shot dead in Linstead. A man was shot dead along the New Works Main Road in Linstead, St. Catherine on Monday morning. The deceased has been identified as 55-year-old Renford Paisley, a driver from Main Street in Bogwalk, St. Catherine. Reports are that around 9:30 a.m., residents of the New Works housing scheme heard loud explosions in the area and summoned the cops. Lawmen arrived at the scene and reportedly found Paisley's body lying beside a gray Toyota Probox near the New Works Pine Farm, suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. He was assisted to the Linstead Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. No motive has been established for the killing, the police said. Herbert Garrix has big plans for Linstead. The People's National Party's Herbert Garrix, incumbent councillor for the Linstead Division in the St. Catherine Northwestern, is eager to be re-elected so that he may successfully complete 2 ongoing community projects. Garrix noted that Linstead is one of those communities that is not so strong PNP communities, and that it had been so for quite some time. Instead, he explained, the division has been won time and time again by candidates who have demonstrated that they are for the people. Garrix said that he could attest to the people being loyal to representatives who fostered good relationships with them, and he was appreciative of this. One such project that Garrix is working on is the construction of a 2-story drop-in center for the homeless, which he said is about 90% complete. It will be located behind the Linstead Health Center along King Street. People will be able to get food, medicine, and an overnight stay at this facility. He stated that the building, which will have 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchenette, a doctor's office, and nursing quarters, will be completed by the end of March. He noted that the Jamaica Social Investment Fund had responded to a letter he sent requesting assistance with financing. For the second project, Garrix stated that there were 4 communities which had informal water and electricity connections that he intends to regularize. These areas, he said, are Bungletown, a lane known as Crackhead Lane, in the Rosemount, Rodney Hall Road, and 3 King Street. It is the private citizens who actually buy their own light posts, he said. Regarding the water issues, he stated that when everyone is at home and the water connection is being used, the residents at back of the community are affected. The Water Commission has actually pledged to rectify this. They have gone there already, do the survey, and have realized that all it needs is an additional volume of water, he said.